Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 11 of Land of the Golden Lilies here in Europa Universalis 4, where last time we continued our expansion in England. We gave a bunch of land to our vassals, and we've just been waiting for this truce with Naples to expire so we can get back to war with them and enforce our personal union on them. Which will of course then give us our personal union on Castile, which will be extremely useful. Obviously, that'll give us a lot of room to do a lot of different stuff, and another big ally for when we want to take down Austria and dismantle the HRE, which is, of course, the plan. So, I did want to start off real quick. I am still allied to Morocco from that war with Castile, but they pieced out separately, so their truce with Castile is up, which means I don't want them calling me into any offensive wars, especially none against Castile. And there might be a bit more waiting around in this episode. I don't want to attack into the HRE before I've gotten Castile as a personal union, and I'm very close to that, so I think it's worth waiting for. So we might do a decent bit of just building up internally in this episode. There are no institutions we need to embrace. We'll probably start teching up soon, but we should probably get some buildings going. And what we really need, because we're kind of struggling, and probably will be struggling for governing capacity, is courthouses. We really need those in any province. It's above 10 development, is what I've read. Obviously not our capital. And I'm guessing, the ones that I can build it in will be just the ones that have the most impact. Okay, I didn't actually mean to build that one there. I just wanted to see the dev, but it is 24 devs, so yeah, that's good. Pskov has embargoed me, very sad. Whatever shall I do? But yeah, we've got all of our armies drilling. We're just going to be building up some professionalism. Okay, I'm getting converted by the Reformation, which I don't love, but I'm obviously going to stay Catholic. Catholic is very good. Definitely not going to be going Reformed, which is what I'm getting my provinces converted to at the moment. But we're running 3 advisors, which is great. Really good to be able to do that. I would go ahead and focus admin, because our ruler has a 1 in it, but he's kind of old. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. And we're probably going to want to focus mill once this guy becomes ruler, so don't quite want to be doing that. I could go for a level 2 admin advisor, but I think I'm better off getting the money saved up so I can build my state governing cost buildings. And our Commonwealth is 25, so we do actually need an extra infantry on each of these armies, but we can't afford it. So I guess we'll just be 1 under the combat width then. That's okay. Yeah, we're just getting relations good with a bunch of neighboring countries because we're about to incur probably a lot of AE. Skill 2, trade efficiency, half off. I'll take it. We're probably about to incur a lot of AE, because we're going to be enforcing 2 PUs on pretty highly developed countries, I imagine. Naples isn't that big, but, they've got a 27 dev capital, so... And then, of course, Castile's just big. Portugal wants to hire Condottieri to help you fight Chorart. You want me to help you fight them? I'm sorry, buddy. No. Well, that is not good. It's not a good thing for our heir to have, is Liberty's Iron Subject plus 15, because we have a lot of those. And Wales likes me less. That's very sad. Bruges. It is 21 dev, so we'll do it. Oh, Sweden has actually declared their independence war. Wow, that is very surprising. I would love that core creation cost, but we're behind on tech now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. England is helping them, which, you know, don't love that. That means it's an ally that England has. But I don't think I'm too worried about it, ultimately. But yeah, truce is up with Naples in 35, so 4 years. I know it's kind of long to be doing nothing, but I don't really want to attack into the HRE at this precise moment. Austria is not that strong, man. They don't have any personal unions. I would still be fighting Hungary anyway, but Hungary is pretty weak. It's probably a time to wait to do this, and that would be when the Ottomans probably attack into them. It's probably the best time to go for that, but at the same time, you know, when I fight Austria, I want to be able to just go ahead and dismantle the HRE, ideally, and that might require allying a bunch of electors. Which I'm not quite ready to do with my current Diplo relation limit. I love if my force limit would go up by like, well, I actually need to go up by like 6 if I want to get, and well, actually no, 3. I just need 1 other infantry on all these armies. So it's actually not that much. Portugal is not having a great time. I guess it's alright for me. My basic roadmap right now is PU Naples, PU Castile, which will of course give me Aragon as well. They do have Navarre as a PU. They're still not integrating them, which I don't like. But in that war, what I'll do is I'll just take both these provinces, and I'll give them to the people they should go to after. Then I'll declare war on England, which will also bring me into war with Portugal, at which point I'll return Castile's cores to them. And that'll have us in a pretty good position, I think. Let's see, Namur. Where is Namur? Where? There it is. It is 18 dev, so I'll drop a quote. I mean, I have a lot of pretty high dev provinces. But what is our army professionalism at by now? Okay, so we're nearly up to 40 at 39.3. Army professionalism is always a good thing to have. If you're in a really tough war, you know, it's manpower that you can grab when you need it. So it's always good to have, in my opinion, if you can afford to have your armies at full maintenance. And England is no longer a great power. And they want mill access. No. Oh, we do need to start... Well, I mean, I need to annex these vassals, but at the same time, I don't want to do that right now when my governing capacity is still not doing too hot. Probably not the best idea. Is this a governing capacity level for admin? It is not. And the next is at 100. So now that's great. I love a stab. Let's just do a little bit of that. And then just repay as many as I can, and we'll get that last one repaid. That was actually kind of, it's a really expensive loan. We'll get it repaid when we can. Let's get the interest per annum and inflation reduction guy. Not guy, the blessing from the Pope. He's not a guy. We'll also work on getting these techs up. Naples isn't on Miltech 11. And they still only have the only ally is still Venice, which Venice isn't small, but I'm not really worried about Venice. Truce with Castile is finally up, but we won't be fighting them yet. Obviously, we want our next fight with them to be the war where we PU them, which I think we'll be able to do without too much trouble. We actually... Oh, wow. Aragon has a much bigger army. And they have 100% liberty desire. It's Portugal supporting their independence. So I actually do need to go handle these pretenders, because obviously if they win, I lose my personal union over Milan, which I'd rather not. But also, a bit over 2 years until the truce with Naples is up, so we can probably start positioning our army in Milan. That's where all the fighting is going to be, as of the moment, assuming Naples doesn't get another ally. Morale is max. Let's go in. And that's a Miltech. Love to see it. Yeah, let me start walking everyone over here. In places they won't be starving, ideally. But we've got pretty good generals. All 2-star right now. 4-2, 3-3, and a 4-1. A decent siege guy in there as well. Why does Lithuania want mill access? Because they're also helping Sweden. Did that force them to go up by any chance? Nope. I could build more ships, but I'd rather build those buildings that are going to lower my governing cost, because that's getting kind of out of hand. We are going to be going over a diplo relations limit if we PU Castile, because of course we will, at the moment, get both Aragon and Castile as PUs. I'm going to make sure Navarra doesn't exist. I obviously don't want them taking up a diplo relations slot and have to wait 50 years to have them not be doing that. I might even take a province from Venice in this. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, because, you know, it's 21 dev. And, PUing Naples is going to be enough AE on its own. I haven't completed any idea groups yet. That's probably not good, is it? I think I've been happy with how our tech's been progressing overall, though. And it's only just about a year left until we're ready to go to war with Naples. Also, something I should have done a while ago. Oh, I already have that, all its vital interest. Okay. Didn't know if I'd remember to do that. Oh, of course, I have claims on this? Oh, Munster has claims on it. So Munster has done exactly what I wanted them to do already. Great. And that is Austria at war with the Ottomans. Which you'll love to see. Probably not getting that much from tax at this point. But I think we're preparing well for the age of absolutism. Usually I think you want to be up to as much crown land as you can, and then you want to start revoking privileges to position yourself best for absolutism once that rolls around. And we do want high absolutism, I think. Obviously there'll be a lot of expansion going on in this playthrough, and absolutism helps with that a lot in many ways. But it's just 1 year now until the war with Naples. We should be able to get down there with relative ease, I would think. And then it'll be time to PU Castile, and hopefully Austria is pretty weakened by this. Good thing we can ally Bohemia. That would Be a hard one to take out. Probably can't ally but Brandenburg then, but that's fine. I'm just starting to try to look at the network of alliances we're gonna have to work through here. Saxony is allied to no other electors, so that doesn't help. Utrecht is allied to no other electors. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to go way over Diplo relations limit for a bit. The annoying thing is gonna be Brandenburg. I might have to try allying them too. There's not really many alliance connections here. I don't know. I'll look into it and see what I can figure out. I've dismantled the A tree a few times before, so I'm somewhat used to trying to work through the whole, chain of alliances that exist to find one string that works. Okay, let's get you here. You there. Now, 2 guys go for Venice. Obviously the bigger threat. 1 go for Naples. Yeah, Austria's getting obliterated real fast. Oh, and there we go. He died. 4-6-1 and a 6. Ooh. A 6-3-4. Okay, we'll focus Mill for now because that's what he's really bad at. That evens things up a bit. And then we'll start sending out our royal marriages. Do I still want to be allied to Scotland? Probably for the time. Well, no, actually, it's not useful as an alliance, and I need the Diplo relation slots. Wait, okay, England would royal marry me. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's actually get a bunch of these guys back. Go. Okay. The Pope we can't, obviously. Brabant we probably can. Oh, let me... Need to remember to do that. Okay. Yeah, they're just not really that useful of an ally anymore. And we're about to have 1 taken up by Naples, and then we're going to have another 2 taken up by Castile and Aragon in terms of our diplomatic relations slots. So I don't want to be taking 1 up with Scotland, but here we go. Let me... Oh, I accidentally clicked dismiss on the mission. I thought for some reason I couldn't do it anymore. That would have been very tragic. Oh, the Pope would even join. I'm not going to call him in because he probably wants Naples. And if he occupies that, then that's no good for me. And we can handle this on our own more than adequately. Why can't we? Okay. Well, you're the siege guy, so let's get you there. And then you... Oh. Need mill access through everyone. Right to their capital. Should be pretty easy. I don't know if Venice can really even do anything. Love that I have to walk all the way around this. That's great. Love that for me. We also set Milan back to siege. Don't really need them being aggressive anymore. Probably not going to be fighting any navies. These are all going to be, Mediterranean navies with a bunch of galleys. I did read that actually recently heavies are better than galleys, even in inland seas. Also, I was saving up money, because I usually lose money when at war, but clearly that's fine. So I'm just gonna build a couple of those. I'm just gonna assume the ones that have high governing costs have 10 or greater development. I mean, like, Gand might not, because it's like 4 governing cost. Nope, it's 18 dev, so... I just have a lot of high dev. Okay. That might be why my governing capacity is struggling so much, even though I don't feel like I'm that big. But I am #1 great power. That's all I give an institution right now. This is a very big Ottomans. Kind of works to my advantage. I don't really need to take any land from the Ottomans. So having them be big kind of works for me. Picardy, I know where that is. Yep, it's 10 dev. Yeah, this war is going to go very quickly. There's Naples. Do they want out already? I wonder. 60 AE, but it's only Naples who would join the coalition, so that's fine. I imagine we'll be able to piece out Venice once we occupy Treviso. I would think. Vassals are going to get the rest of that under control. We can go ahead and cancel mill access with Siena. There we go. I mean, would Naples just take this? They would. But I'd prefer to separate piece Venice and take... Okay, they don't since someone a separate piece, fine. We'll just take our union then. Yeah, only Naples. Don't want to take any land from them. They're not even high liberty desire? Wow. Should have taken their money too. Oops. But they're not high liberty desire, so... Alright, let's get our armies ready to fight Castile. I would say. Why would I need to use my ships? Okay, I need mill access again. Do someone... There you go. Wait. Oh, I thought Mantua was part of me. There you go. And once they're through, we'll just cancel all that. Can you also go where I told you to go? Thank you. Neapolitan noble rebels, huh? That's crazy. I don't care, though. And let's start improving with Naples. I don't like my prestige, but I'm working on a Diplo idea group, so I don't want to lose Diplo right now. Why is this mission not popped yet? Oh, it has. Okay, I clicked dismiss on the mission notification, so now they're not going to pop up like ever. I mean, the only way I know to stop that is restart. So, I'll probably do that after I finish recording this episode. But we know everything we need to do that's relevant for now. Has my force limit gone up? It has by 1. That's probably not worth it. But, I would say we're ready to just get right to war with Castile. I'll improve a bit with the Pope, because I would like to get the morale boost, if I don't already have it. But coalition-wise, I don't think PU in Castile would get any meaningful coalition going. They've only got 34,000 men. Who knows how many of them are actually in Iberia? Aragon is the scarier one with 45,000. Let's go ahead and take the mission. We'll get 20 prestige. I'm not going to use it because I'm not that far off from 80, which would give me 100, so I'm just going to take it and take the max prestige. Obviously that's good because that gives me morale plus 8.8. Whereas Castile's only at 17, Aragon's only at 39. Of course, Aragon is max Liberty Desire, which means they won't help. But I believe I still get them as a PU if I enforce my union. And Morocco would even join. I just have to make sure I have Castile's capital as vital interest. Morocco doesn't want it anyway, so that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and declare this war. Call in Morocco. Venice will join again. That might have been what I should have done in that war. But we can handle them, I'm sure. So we'll do that war in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.